You can cast spells without...
Oh, yes. I must admit, however.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizard, but it never seemed intimidating or...
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss... I think Professor... Until next time.
Of course, you
A
can
word,
use accurate
if you would.
humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did.
Well, an out...
What charm is there? Miss Onai is a talented...
Of course, Professor.
Miss Onai is all... Now, Professor, expect to hear from me soon.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I hope your first day's going well.
I've been fortunate.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Well, better see to my charms homework.
Revelio. Lumos.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. I trust your first...
They...
Seems, Professor, I'd wait.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet... Now, regarding... We've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including...
Thank you, Professor.
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've no...
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory... Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you. No time to waste.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new...
Indeed, I... Fixes things right up.
Is he...
More frequently than... As Professor a number of your... I have arranged...
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare. Such experience...
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it. The flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student would help me with my...
Protego! Revelio! Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. Let us give the old Remember to be...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Hello there. I was worried transfiguration would be too difficult, but it turns out I have a knack for switching spells. Others say it's my indecisive nature. I spent hours.
There's something.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
I'm told you're in... Is this your first foreign?
It is.
Well, I shall endeavour to be... Hogsmeade's a charming little place. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
My aunt says.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.